How many of you here use fluoride in your toothpaste or mouthwash?
Mm-hmm.
What? Have you ever thought about what is inside fluoride, or what's inside your toothpaste or mouthwash? Well, I am a chemistry and mathematics major, and I have been doing a bit of research into the effects of fluoride on your health, and they're quite fascinating indeed. Today I will be covering the use of fluoride and where it comes from, some of the risks and dangers associated with using fluoride toothpaste and fluoride-based products, and how much is too much broadly. But first we must understand what is fluoride. Now there's a difference between fluoride and fluorine. Fluoride is the elemental version of the compound. Fluoride is the negatively charged version of the elemental compound fluoride. Fluoride is an element, and it is naturally a gas that's highly unstable and very toxic. However, when it becomes negatively charged, it becomes much less toxic and becomes soluble in water, broadly soluble in water. We must also understand where it comes from. So all fluorine is sourced from the ground, and that is that it comes in the mineral calcium fluoride, which is known broadly as fluorspar by its trade name. And it comes, basically, these are crystals here that you see here, but normally it comes more as a chalky rock substance that can then be used to make products. Some interesting, useful fluoride products are Teflon, insulating tape, Scotch guard, which is used on couches to protect them from being scratched, or markers and allows you to wipe it off, and non-stick products. But probably the most well-known use of fluoride is in the dental industry, and that is its use in toothpaste and mouthwashes. Now, the reason that it's useful is that it allows calcium to be redeposited on your teeth in the form of calcium fluoride. And this is very useful because it allows you to rebuild cavities and holes within your teeth. However, there are some, with all these products that we have in our lives that contain fluorine, should we be concerned about any health risks from it? And there are, in fact, a few health risks associated with fluoride. One is the effects of fluoride on children's developing nervous system. And that is that the Harvard School of Public Health showed that in populations where children received high doses of fluoride in the water, the average IQ was lower by 7 points. Now that means that basically it's been proven that fluoride does in fact mess with the nervous system as a developing child, or especially in rats, as juvenile rats have developed. And this is a major concern amongst the community, within the scientific community around fluoride. Another problem with fluoride is that it precipitates the calcium out of your blood if it gets into your bloodstream. Now, we must understand what is a precipitation reaction. So a precipitation reaction is what happens when you have two dissolved solutions, you mix them together, and then a solid falls out of the solution, as shown on my slide here. Now, what this does in relation to your bloodstream is that when fluorine gets into your bloodstream, it latches onto the calcium and precipitates it out of your blood, so it's no longer soluble. What this looks like is that, so calcium is useful in your bloodstream when it's soluble, because it's necessary to help your blood clot and regulate normal brain functions and keep your muscles working properly, according to cancer.research.uk. What happens is that since fluoride takes the calcium out of your blood, your body, your parathyroid system, will produce parathyroid hormones that will take the calcium out of your bones and put it into your blood. However, this means that you now get fluoride on your bones instead, leading to skeletal fluorosis in some cases, which is where the bones become very brittle because your body is pulling the calcium out of them and leaving them with fluoride instead of calcium. This is much more common in areas where fluoride is naturally higher in the water supply, such as Turkey, China, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Now, the last question is, how much fluoride is too much? If we know that it does cause health problems, then we should look for how much within it causes a dangerous range. And that there's, in fact, no known safe amount of fluoride to be taken. There's no, fluoride is not a necessary nutrient in the body. And long-term research shows to suggest that consuming fluoride increases your chances of getting bone-related cancer because of its effects with relation to the skeletal fluorosis of your bones. This is according to the International Agency for Cancer and Research. Now, with all this fluoride around, we should be knowing what alternatives there are. And some common alternatives are charcoal toothpaste, which works to get the plaque off your teeth by having charcoal bind to bodily substances. And then another homemade toothpaste recipe calls for 1 part baking soda, 1 part coconut oil, and some few drops of peppermint oil. In conclusion, I believe that it's necessary for you to go and do your own research about whether or not you think fluoride is worth the risk for your overall health concerns. Fluoride does have some very, very good benefits for your teeth. However, due to its other health side effects, it should be duly noted that it is most definitely worth researching and doing your own research into. Thank you.